can't believe I'm saying this, especially from where I'm from, but I really want a pet rat now. Or maybe a pet shark. Ooh, actually a starfish. That would be the one. I mean, that's going too far. Hi guys, it's Steve from Geeked. I'm back again with another review for yourself here today, which is for the movie called The Suicide Squad, which is a soft reboot, but a sequel, but they're trying to act like it's not the same, but it is the same. Very confusing, but this is a film I was not looking forward to at all, and let's just get straight. The point is, I hated the first one. It's one of the most disappointing films I saw in 2016, I believe the film came out. And yeah, I was just so upset, so disappointed. The trailer looked so promising. So when they said they're gonna make a new movie, I was like, but it had the legendary James Gunn, who was going through some political things in Hollywood at the time, and so Warner Brothers took on the chance to bring him in to direct this, you know, soft reboot sequel. And they let him loose on this movie. They just let him do what he wants. They gave him a whole bag of money. Here you go make the Suicide Squad movie and hopefully make us some money. So, saw the trailer, looked okay. Thought, alright, this has potential to be good. And I'm saying it is done by James Gunn, who knows how to handle a ensemble of a large cast with films like Guardians of the Galaxy. But potentially this could be darker and like his films like Sliver and stuff. So, how does it do?
Yo, is this a dog?
What?
Is this thing a dog?
A dog?
Yes.
What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with all the breeds. I'm gonna go with Afghan Hound.
Since when does an Afghan have bloody thumbs?
Oh my God, is it a werewolf? I've wanted to meet a werewolf forever.
Yo, they turned me into a werewolf? That's not right. Yo, let me out. I do not a werewolf, bro.
Yeah, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless. I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know, we got him to, I think he's agreed to do this. Whatever the case, just everyone get in a position to drop.
Well, this film really doesn't waste time to show you what you're getting yourself into. The first 10 minutes blew my head off. And if you love the first 10 minutes of this movie, then you're gonna enjoy the rest of the ride. If you don't, then this is gonna be a horrible time for you. But unfortunately, I was one of those guys who enjoyed the first 10 minutes and I just kept loving every single moment in this movie. This film was violent. Very violent. If you're squeamish to violence and blood, you didn't even like Deadpool and films like Logan, then this ain't for you. But the ones who did, oh, you're going to love it. You may need a bucket beside you, because some bits, even me, I was like, ooh, that's very crazy. That's too much, but okay, I'm gonna handle the ride, but it's a bit crazy at times, but okay. But yeah, it's violent, very violent, and if that's not your type of movie, I understand. But if you love the violence, bring it on, the gore. It gave me the 80s vibe of when they used to do violence. Because they don't really do violence anymore, so you get one or two films that do it. But just a typical action movie, you know, the films like, you know, the Commandos and the Rambos. And it did give me that feeling, those type of war movies as well. Very reminiscent of the 80s, and I think it worked for me for the most part. The acting is really good in this film. Everybody played their part. Rihanna's there is as Mrs. Wallace, the real queen bee bitch in this movie, did a really good job. She still plays the character, probably the only thing I liked from the original, and she does it really well. She has a moment in this film where, because this character is usually someone who's very calm, collective, and can kind of just say anything. She has swag about it. And there's a moment here where she loses her cool, and I absolutely love that scene. That scene was great. Idris Elba was one of the great leads. I was a bit skeptical at first because I thought it was going to be a knockoff of the Will Smith character in the first one, because it seemed like they had the same skill set, and even the whole story arc with a daughter involved. But I loved it more than that. He was great, and the scene between him and his daughter, which was played by, forgot her name, something Storm. I apologize. I mean, is it Reed? No, I forgot her name now. But she did a really good scene with him. It was great. That was one of my favorite scenes where there was, when you have, just having a good dialogue between each characters. That was great. That was so great. And yeah, that was that was a very fun moment to watch that on the screen. But yeah, great performance from him. Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, who I thought isn't necessarily a great actor for me. He's never done it for me, but I think he really, gets in his bag with this one. I think he's found his place, and I don't know whether he's just improving his acting or it was James Gunn directing, but yeah, I really enjoyed the character this time, and I thought, without having the stupid story I had with the woman involved, and just him being his character, great, really, really great. There were some other characters as well, which I won't talk about, but I enjoyed them, and one that really captured my heart. It was adorable. I wanted to give this character a hug all the time. And there was another character which I should have been a bit squeamish because I don't like rats, but I loved that. I loved that character and everything that was involved in it. Just great characters. Some characters get left behind, I think, and didn't get time to shine. Harley Quinn was okay in this movie. I mean, the performance was great from Margot Robbie, but the character himself, I feel like she wasn't even in the movie half the time. She was like in the beginning, lost in the middle, and then at the end just there type of thing. But she was great performance from her, and the rest of the casting was great as well. This film is called Suicide Squad for a reason. And I'm not going to say why, but you're going to find out why it's called Suicide Squad. And James Gunn knows how to master these characters. Even these characters who, even in the comic world, people who know some of these characters are not popular at all. But he finds a way to make them interesting. Even with one of the villains in this movie, I've always thought it was a stupid villain, and I can understand why they've never used it before. But he found a way, to make it very creative and very fun. And now I want to see that character again in other movies with other characters. So great time. John Cena as Peacemaker, he was okay. He made me cringe at times. He had some dialogue, and I don't know if he was ad-libbing or it was the script, but it made me cringe at times. And there's a joke with him in his underwear, and it wasn't funny. And there's a joke about penises, it wasn't funny. But John Cena did a really good job with the character. I feel like he's found his niche now. And I think if he goes down this direction, we could get more great performance from John Cena. So yeah, characters were great in this movie. The story is okay. It's very condensed, so which was great. It's very, like I said, it's very like a war story where they have a mission, they have to go and do the mission and get out. So it's very that, but with some comic elements in it. So the story was fine. It got me intrigued. I was enjoying the journey. It was more about the characters and the violence that kept the film going on. The jokes work at times, and it's one of those movies where they just keep laying of jokes. And if you're still laughing from the first one, or you might miss the next joke that they do because it's just another joke. And some of the jokes didn't land for me at times, so they were a bit cringe. But it might work for more people. I think it's to help to soften the blow of when you see something very graphic in this movie, because there's a lot of graphic scenes in this movie. I had a really good time. I can't say much bad about this film, except for maybe, like I said, the jokes don't really work at times, and the violence can potentially be too much for certain people. I didn't mind. I think I've seen way worse in Korean movies and all sorts. So I just watch a lot of movies, as you know. So I didn't really mind, but I can see a lot of people just being turned off or even walking out, because there's some really horrible scenes, even with some animal cruelty in this film, and hopefully they were CGI'd. But yeah, good time. I enjoyed this movie. I'm going to see this film again and again and again. I don't know it being people saying it's the greatest comic movie of all time. I think people need to calm down, but it's definitely up there with one of the best DC movies. I've enjoyed some of the others like Shazam, Zack Snyder's Justice League, even the Harley Quinn movie that they did with the really long title, which I forgot now. I enjoy those movies, but this one is top tier, and I think if they go down this direction to do more movies, it will be well appreciated, and I can't wait to see more. And on that note, I'm going to give this film a 9 out of 10. This was a blast. I had fun with it. The violence, the acting, great movie. And I hope you do go and see it. I do think it is worth going to watch it. So, have you seen this movie? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you like the first Suicide Squad movie? And if you did, please let me know, because I'm very intrigued of what you thought it was. Let me know in the comments down below and please share. And guys, thank you once again for watching this review. Thank you for watching my video. Much appreciated. I'll see you very soon. Guys, remember to like, share, stay blessed, stay geeked. Bye-bye.